have the internet. I have the internet. And they can see me. And they can see me. How y'all doing this morning? Everybody sleep. So I really can just, I can vibe out. All right, y'all. It's me with the shenanigans again. Hold on. Let me get myself together. Because I didn't know that I had internet. And I'm just now getting up. Somebody woke me up. Okay, so I'm back with the shenanigans. And the shenanigans is, I was asleep, y'all. I was laying down and I was minding my own business. So my sick family is just sick. It's just sick. And we can't get them no help because they don't want no help. So update with my shenanigans. My shenanigans is, it's 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm just now being woke up. Why? And I have nowhere to be, nowhere to go, no schedule. I might can get some rest. Pray with somebody else. Let's see if they bother me now. I was in here sleeping good too. I'm talking about slobbing, snoring, and everything. Whew. That's what you're supposed to do when you live alone. Somebody hating on me. They don't want me to live by myself. You a squatter, ain't you? Boom. Gotta be my family. It can't be nobody but my family. I've never in my entire life dated a broke nigga. So who would want to live with me? I'm sorry, hold on. Did I hear something? I thought a broke nigga said something. shit. Whoa! Mm-mm. Woo. Whoa, 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 whoa. You son of a bitch. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. My leg hurt. Oh my God. Wow, fuck. I got them legs long. Whoa. Shit. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Well, I'm woke. What the fuck y'all want? I come over here every single day. I ain't did nothing different from yesterday, the day before that, or the day before that. I'm still black. I'm still alive. Y'all keep coming up here and waking me up for what you want. You better not let me catch you, baby. Whoever hurt my damn foot and put that bitch to sleep, please catch me on a bad day. Y'all sure got a lot of energy. Y'all sure got a lot of energy, but I don't hear it in your chest. I don't hear you. You got anything to say? Of course. Silence. Peace and quiet. This is why I pay my bills. This is why I don't mind living by myself. Moment aside. I live peacefully. Listen to it. This is what I like. I like peace, harmony. Mm-mm. You know, the person that would do you the... Is it just me in the chat? Oh, it was, honey. It was, sweetheart. I really don't want nobody in the chat for real. And it's nothing for real. It's just, I can't answer no questions. And usually chat is for to communicate. But I don't know what's going on. So my chat is not for to communicate. My chat is for to figure out what's going on. In Huntsville, Alabama, I reside here my whole entire life. I was born and raised here. And for some reason, the last couple of years, I have an infestation in my home that I cannot see. And I'm just trying to get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? I need something a little bit better than the Terminator. You see what I'm saying? I need a hitman, pretty much. And I'm willing to pay anything to get rid of my problem. You just got to come with your own equipment because I can't see the problem I have other than it sometimes be your own people. It be your own people out here wanting to see you fail. I can't do nothing about it. I can't do nothing about that. So I decided not to do nothing about it. So I don't know what to do with this situation. Seeing that somebody he thinking that I have something to motherfucking prove. Or that I have to prove something. And I don't want to prove a damn thing. At all. I don't want to prove nothing. But unfortunately, the individuals are close to me. And they're playing against my intelligence. Which is not their strong suit because I'm pretty intelligent. I have a high IQ. I know who it is. I now know it's my family. It's funny that your family is always be the family. You know, your family don't mind embarrassing you. You know what I learned? I learned a family don't really mind embarrassing you. Family members don't really mind telling your business. There are family members that don't really mind speaking on your behalf. There are family members that I just feel like family members don't have no regard to the respect that you have earned previous to acknowledging that you are kin to them. It's late, cutie. I know. I was woke up. I'm having paranoia activity in my home. There's people walking around in my house. So I don't know if I appreciate your coming, but I don't know if you want to sit over here and hear what I got to say. I'm really just documenting my life so that whenever technology catch up with all of the nonsense going on, that I can say, hey, I was the first one to tell y'all that, yeah, they're walking around here in invisible cloak. They're literally walking around taking advantage of people because we're naive to the technology and the equipment that they actually have out here available. We only, as a community in the United States of America, we are only advised of things that legally has to be told to us. Legally, they have to tell us certain things, but also legally, they don't have to tell us certain things. We are only equipped with the information they want us to know. That's even when it comes to diving into the internet. Even the internet can't give you all the answers because a lot of them has been blocked out or limited to what they can say or do. So if you Google something and it doesn't fill your screen up with information, then just know they're limiting that information. Hustle, Alabama is limiting the information of what's going on down here. Because there are some things happening that I can't quite explain it right now because it's so high tech, it's so new. I'm sorry, I never was told when I was younger about invisible people. I watched a movie the other day, The Invisible Man. I have never seen that movie a day in my life. Never heard about that movie. Some things happen in this world that we never even hear about. A lot of things go on in this world that we have no knowledge of. And that's how they want it. That's the way it was designed. You know what I'm saying? I hear talking. I don't know if y'all can hear, but I can hear it. real quick, let me look out the window because I feel like I hear some talking. And I know I ain't crazy. So I don't know if the talking is in here or out there. Well, let's see, because that's funny. If somebody else is woke this early over here. And it is somebody out here talking. Somebody in the yard. Whoever is in their car don't live here. I bet it's my cousin Gary though. He'll be sleeping in that car. I know I hear some talking though. So that's how I know it's my family. So somehow my family is involved with some type of criminal, micromanage, illegal activity. Somebody just came in here and woke me up. And now they up there talking. I would walk up there, but I don't have my shoes on. And to be honest, I really just don't want to get caught up in any conversation or anything with them because I don't fool with them. I already told them, when I leave from here, I promise you I won't come back. They ain't got never about me visiting them ever again. The point is I got to get away from here. I don't know what they got going on. I don't want to live in Huntsville, Alabama no more. I don't even want to live in the United States no more because I don't know what type of crooked stuff they got going on. They're not telling us. They're only telling us what legally they have to expose. And to be honest, I'm not even surprised. For us and just now seeing the Epstein files, and these Epstein files was years ago, and now all of a sudden now I'm seeing paranoia activity. Do you know this paranoid activity would not be exposed in an Epstein file into 10, 20 more years? All of this would not be exposed to the public into 10, 20 years. So that's why I'm just recording my life. I really don't need nobody, to interact with me. I just want to record my life and let people know that paranoia activity is being conducted behind our back. There are things that the government and the country is not exposing us or informing us of. They're not giving us our proper warning. They're not giving us any information that they legally supposed to give us. They're just giving us what they feel like will keep us sedated, keep us calm, keep us cooperate, and keep us ignorant. I can see now in the next 10, 15 years, we're going to have another Epstein file to be exposed. And ain't nothing going to be done about it. They're doing things to us. They're doing things around us. They're doing things to our country. They're doing stuff to our food. They're doing stuff to our intake. They're doing stuff to our health care. And they're laughing at us because we can't do nothing about it. That's what they're looking at. Because we don't know about it until the Epstein files are exposed. It's kind of hard to address a situation that they're hiding, and when we address it or expose it, they don't want to conduct any type of investigation. They don't want to believe us. I believe in clear talk, clear information, or communication. I believe that in my state, the behavior of our community is just strange. And it's not getting better, it's getting worse. And I believe that while now they're exposing things they did in 2016, 14, 2010, things that they know now that we cannot do anything about because they feel they got away with it. And they not only got away with it, but they have documents and pictures to remind them of the great time they had in the Epstein files. Nobody got prosecuted. Nobody got in trouble for it. There was nothing done about it. Yeah, we all talked about it. We discussed it. Thank you for sharing. It's basically what we told the government. Thank you for sharing. We're glad to know that you fucked us over 10, 20 years ago. And all I'm saying is, if we didn't do nothing about that, whatever they're doing now, they feel as if they can do it. Because they're showing us to our face that they taking advantage of us, they're abusing us, they're not doing what's best in our human rights. And then they're showing it to us 10, 20 years after they've already done it. Be like, man, look at the time I had. Look at the fun. Look at the pictures. They had pictures in that file. They had documents in that file. They had evidence in that file. Is any of it in the courtroom? Is anything going on? Is anything happening about it? Did anybody get justice? No. So now all I'm saying is, for me, my name is Torya. How y'all doing? Good morning. I'm just trying to document that I'm telling that in this day and time, 2026, they are now doing a new experiment of advisory government foolishness because I actually have people running around doing paranoid activity in my life. Nothing dangerous. I don't feel like it draws an emergency. But like I said, I have called all of the proper superiors. I went through the chain of command and I spoke not face to face, but through emails, telephone, things like that, letters, verbatim, back and forth. I did get response on a lot of them. A lot of them, they just kind of like blew me off, but they did respond, and nothing has been done. I haven't been awarded the confirmation that an ongoing investigation is going on. Only thing that has happened since I've been contacting legal advice about what I can personally do about what's going on is FBI. They moved the FBI location in Alabama to Huntsville. Because I think it was located in Montgomery and they moved it to Huntsville. That's all we have gotten. So I'm hoping and praying that means that FBI is investigating. But then at the same time, I don't have a lot of hope because I just feel like, what if the FBI just helping them cover it up? When you're dealing with corruption all the way through a system that was built against you, that also do not care about no one, it seems like the saxophone get louder as more problems are popping up. But I feel like our community is just not level-headed and strong-minded enough to attack the core situation and get it out the way. I mean, all of us can see it. All of us have our own emotional feelings about it. All of us discuss it personally and confine into people about it. But I don't feel like we're actually nipping the issue in the bud and making our United States of America comply with our well-being or what's best for us as a whole community. But I always felt like United States was always a scam because what's united about it other than all of them hate black people? That's the only thing. Every state I have ever been through, whether I was visiting, passing through, the laws are different. The situation it's a total different. It's the same layout, same plot, but the characters, the expectations, the laws, the manipulation are different. It don't take long to catch on. However, you do have to first get informed with the information that you need in order to catch on. Other than that, it will go over your head. There's nothing united about this state other than they are purposely putting our lives in danger for the blood money of $1, if that makes sense. So I'm not saying that I'm being sabotaged. It's a corporate thing or it's a government thing or anything like that. But what I'm saying is there was real victims in the Epstein files. Those was real human beings. Those real people. And all I'm saying is I think I might be one of those victims in the new Epstein files. My name wasn't in the old one. Mine might be in a new one because down here in Huntsville, Alabama, they're definitely letting people get away with committing crimes or running around here and doing whatever they want to without a costume on. But as well as there's somebody that's running around with a costume on that's doing paranoia activity in this area. And even when I spoke to the police and told them about it, I even showed them video. And they was like, they have never heard nothing about it. I said, man, you never heard nobody complain. He said he never heard nobody complain about paranoia activity. And I just feel like that's a lie. I feel like paranoia activity might be brushed off more easily because it's kind of hard to actually digest that information and come up with a reasonable explanation of what's going on. Our brain adapts to routine, schedules, familiarity. Our brain does not adapt or understand a lot of things that are new, unfamiliar, surprises. So when we hear things that we're not used to, it just seems weird. Like, if I don't say paranoid activity and I say boogeyman or Bigfoot, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, that was rare things in the past that has happened. People in the past have actually come into the light and said they saw aliens. They saw a Bigfoot. They saw a lot of strange, unusual things. And it was a small group of people. And usually these small group of people was on the farm, land, out in the forest, areas that was not very popular or didn't have some, skylights or any type of popular name tied to the area. My area of Huntsville, Alabama, I am close to Tennessee. I'm at the top of Alabama. But in my area, there's a lot of land, a lot of trees, a lot of openness. It's even the city really look like the country, because we don't have skyscrapers. We don't have billboards. We don't have none of that. We are a country area. And in the past, if you ever seen Men in Black, a lot of the people that was having issues with aliens were in the country or was in remote areas. By this being a remote area, all I'm saying is, only thing we have in Huntsville, Alabama, in my area, I'm not speaking for the whole state, just the city, is space rockets. We don't have anything for normal outings. A lot of our things are either country, like we have a lot of fests, baseball, soccer. We have a lot of things that are small on the Richter scale of bringing in a lot of tourists, a lot of freelancers, a lot of people. So by this area not having any way of bringing in new faces, only way we get new faces down here is through schooling, jobs, and housing. But since those things are the only way, typically it usually go with you come down here for a job, and then school and housing would be the things that you need because you got children or because you want to make sure you're closer in the area where your job is, and you're commuting because you're from a different area, so you definitely want to be somewhere that you feel safe because you don't know the area. So those three kind of line up, but that's the only way a new face will come into our city because our city don't attract tourists. So if we only have space rockets and nothing actually that is put in line to keep us entertained, it kind of really do suck. Because a lot of African Americans in our area get in a lot of trouble because we're limited to having fun or just having somewhere to release that energy. A lot of our clubs and our outings, it close around 1:30, 2 o'clock. But then it ends up being that for a lot of our holidays, Black communities in our neighborhoods, we're not allowed to have block parties and things like that. We have a lot of enforcement down here. We have the biggest military base, and we have more police. We have enough police to supply New York City. We have so many police that they have police cars sitting in an empty parking lot. They don't even have a precinct. We have precincts in our neighborhoods. Across the street from my grandma, we have the neighborhood watch. That's a precinct. They have direct line of firefighters, MIT. They literally have people go over there that is in uniform and go inside the building. A lot of our neighborhoods are set up like that. We have so many police that pretty much every neighborhood in our city has a precinct inside of it that looks like a regular house. It's a regular house across the street, but it's considered neighborhood watch. You know what I'm saying? a lot of neighborhoods you go in, you could tell it's a precinct because all the windows are mirror tint. And it have cameras probably around, or it have a sign on the door that might say, "I'm watching you." You know, some other neighborhoods, it will show you that they have police enforcement. A lot of our police lives in our neighborhood. They drive their car, they police trooper cars. They drive it home. So a lot of our neighborhoods around here, we do have security and police that live in the neighborhood. So the enforcement is immaculate to the point that this is not a very dangerous area, if that makes sense. But at the same time, it's very neglected. So we have a lot of space in between city to city. Sometimes it take you 15 minutes to get to another city. Sometimes it take you 45 minutes to get. So you have in between that area, you have a lot of space because you're going to probably have to drive maybe for them 15 or 45 minutes, you're maybe going to have to drive on the interstate or in a deserted area that is nothing but trees. So from commuting from one neighborhood to another, there's nothing there. You get what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is Huntsville, Alabama would be a good place for someone to manipulate and take over it. And no one would ever suspect anything because nothing ever happens down here. It's nothing really going on. You see what I'm saying? If you ever, because if you've never been in Alabama, go and look up any of your favorite artists, big scale, low scale, and see what any of them come down here and perform. If you ever book a concert by anybody, poetry, rapper, artists, celebrities, they do not come down here. We do not have, it's not that type of lifestyle. And it's understandable. That's very understandable. But now I'm having an issue because now it seems like if you was born down here, we can't relocate. Like, we're just stuck here. It's getting to a point where it just seems as if there's no place for African Americans to go, then what? You see what I'm saying? Like, if I want to hang out with African Americans and just cut loose, I'll probably have to drive maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. I would either go to Tennessee, which that's an hour and a half from where I'm at, or I'll go to Birmingham, which is also an hour and a half in the opposite direction of where I'm at. Or I might go to Florida, which is 3 hours, about 3.5 hours going in another opposite direction from where I'm at. This is just for me to be able to burn off my energy, turn up, get loud, have fun. Doing any of that in this city would have you arrested. And it gets so silly, it gets so competitive. Because it's amazing the things that you get arrested for. You're getting arrested for things that you normally do. But it's a problem now because now you're including loud music, you're including intoxicant. Other factors are played in it, and now they're just looking at you like you're a threat. You know what I'm saying? You can probably do this every day, and you would never get the police called on you. But now that you're having fun, you're drawing attention, you're looking like you're loose and cutting up, now it's a problem that you're doing it at this point in time. It's easy to get in trouble down here because there isn't anywhere to go. It's just saying, it's not. It's really not nowhere for it to really just get down and dirty. You have to literally leave this city and go to another city if you want to have any fun. And I'm not playing. Like, down here, oh yeah, you go to the restaurant. We got clubs. I guess you call them that. They very small, very cramped. Probably don't have no AC. Yeah. Me coming up, I would say we usually hung out. We did more house parties and hanging out in parking lots. Just because our city don't supply us with a place to go just so we can be ourselves. We have to create it. And then when we create it, they find a reason to arrest us. With that being said, it makes sense if someone is running around in a costume enforcing things and making people go through things without us even acknowledging it. You see what I'm saying? I'm stuck in. I ain't gonna make it sound like that, but I feel stuck and trapped in Huntsville, Alabama. And it's sad because every time I leave from here, I have to come right back. And every time I come back, it's always something to do with the law. It's tied in with the law. And it's like typically I'm not in trouble, but it's like the law is demanding that I come back to take care of some type of odd paperwork. Like even when I moved to Tennessee one time, loved it down there. I had a blast. Everybody was nice. The place was beautiful. Oh my God, it's so many outlets down there. I shopped until I dropped. Affordable prices, good jobs, lovely place. When I tell you, I had a ball down there. I lived down there for like 2 years. There compared to where I live at now and where I've been living at my entire life, totally different. Now, I went down there for a job opportunity. It's the only reason I moved down there. Just seeing how it was ran, and I'm just looking like, y'all, but Tennessee way bigger than our Alabama, and I'm just looking like, complaining, what's going on? So, I don't know. All I can say is, I'm having issues in Alabama. Huntsville, Alabama, and this is the only place I'm having issues. And it's usually either going to be around my family that I was not raised by. These people did not raise me. I met them, was around them for a short period of time, but I did not establish a relationship with them throughout my childhood, transitioning into my adulthood. It's revolved around them. You know what I'm saying? And a part of me want to say, it's a conspiracy. Somebody got to, I can easily say, somebody had to take over my family's brain and made them this way. This is really not them. I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe that these people are like this. I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to be able to have a normal family that I can just love and come to and talk to like this. Like, I have to come to the internet because I don't have nobody to talk to. Like, I can't talk to them about this situation or any doggone thing. They overstimulate. Don't talk to them about nothing. Everything overstimulate them. That makes it hard for me to even ask them questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went to my mom and told her, I said, I feel like there's somebody in my house. She said, they call the hex something. And so I'm like, what are you talking about? Please explain it to me. You got my full attention. All ears are open. And she basically made it seem like it's a ghost. It's a ghost, okay? So I'm like, oh, grandma, that ain't nothing, you know? These ghosts did not come and visit me until recently. And I want to say around the time that I started developing an opportunity to better myself. Me advancing to become a better version of myself. Now all of a sudden, I just can't, I ain't gonna say I can't get nothing right, but I just can't let things flow, make it make sense. Like, oh man, everything I do is being stopped. Like, I'm sitting here and people making it seem like I'm not even doing anything with my life. Like, yeah, right. Why would I not want to have fun? My life has been strict. My entire life. I have strict parents, strict family. I live in a strict state because it's a Republican state and they racist. Everything is strict. And I'm okay with that. I know how to pay attention and listen. I'm not hard-headed. Trust and believe, I'm never hard-headed, okay? You tell me no, I know what no mean. I I have full control over myself. I definitely know how to understand when somebody tell me no. It does not upset me. Baby, reject me. I'm okay with it. Tell me no. Good. I am okay with it. Just don't tell me what to do. Now you're pushing the limits because there are no defined way to live this life that is set in any defined journey. We do not have any instructions, so how can you tell me what to do? Now, if you feel like I'm doing something that you don't like, that's fine. But it's kind of crazy that you're telling me what to do when we all out here got free will. Lordy. So, in me just coming on here, like I said, I was woke up this morning. Twice. I woke up, started the day. I said, I'm going back to sleep, man. It's too early. It's early. Why am I up at this? It's like, oh my God. Y'all just don't understand. Why would I be up? I don't even know what today is. I haven't left this house, this camper. I haven't left this camper. I don't even know. I don't even know nothing outside of this camper. I've been inside of here in my own little bubble. Why would they wake me up? And guess what I got planned today? Absolutely nothing. I have nothing to do. I'm not understanding why they wake me up. Anywho. So, I have a hater. I feel as if the hater is someone that I know. Because, just from experience, like I said, this family has been doing weird, odd stuff to me all my life. So, I'm just not going to ignore that, you know. But it just seems like that every time my life stops, I keep coming over here and being around my family. But I'm being thrown over here without me actually having control over my own well-being. And then they're forcing me to try to tell me what to do. And they always want me to either clean up or cook. Who in the hell told you that I came over here to take care of you? Like, and I might add that my grandma had 10 kids. She got about 1,000 grandkids. And for some reason, she keep calling me over here. Give it a rest. I told her to her face I'm not taking care of her. Like, stop calling me over here. And of course, my mama is the one who pulling up and dropping me off after she done literally lied and convinced me to get in the car with her. Like, give it a rest. Goodness, I am not that child that's coming back to take care of my family and get rid of all they dead and move them from the project. I am not her. I am definitely not her. And I don't know where we got confused for them to believe that. And what I'm thinking is when they found out that I had a career that was going to bring in a lot of money, they assumed that. So no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. I would donate to any donation, but we will not be giving back to a family that did not put in on nothing to help me achieve and feel better. How do I look coming back to a family and helping them when I'm in their backyard and they took the hose pipe? They made it so I can't even take a shower in my own camper. They won't even let me hook up my toilet no more to that. He done locked the little access for the sewer line. They locked it. And of course, I didn't wake up yesterday and just found this out. Of course not. But what I'm saying is, I've been trying my damnedest to stay away from them. So I assume that the people in the ghost costume had to be someone related to me. Seeing that if they're finding me, hear me out now. Just hear me out. If I go out here, get a job, get my own place, buy me a car, and I'm out here having fun, living my best life, and within 2 or 3 months, one of my family members see me commuting from my job to my house because I have a big family and I always live by myself. So if I'm commuting from my job to my house and just so happen I see one of them at a gas station or anywhere like that, why after I see one of my family members on a random out and about, we kick it, speak, we don't exchange numbers. We just say, girl, it's nice seeing you because we live in the same freaking area. Why do I need your number? I'm going to see you again. Why after that, all of a sudden now, ghosts in my house? You see what I'm saying? So I know who it is. I just don't know who to report them to. So now I'm on a whole nother journey, child. So if anybody was wondering, oh my God, what's going on down there where she's from? My family, biological family, do voodoo. They practice witchcraft. And with them practicing witchcraft, they have found a way to manipulate me. Because typically, from my research, a lot of witchcraft is done to people that usually the person knows. Because a lot of it, you have to insert names, birthdays. It's certain information when you're dealing with witchcraft that you have to have about the person. So don't be scared. Don't be like, oh my God, somebody could be doing something to me. Now they could. They could. However, it's more likely somebody you know, because in order for it to see through with your commands or your demands, it's usually you have to have something of the victim, of the person you want to do. So you just got to have the name, their birthday, some article clothes, some type of picture, something. So that means my family decided to use witchcraft on me because I was accessible. I was available. I was an easy access. So they was able to get to my personal items. And I have shown and told the police and everything, they keep stealing my stuff. They take all of my stuff. They pawn it. They sell it. They keep it. They just do whatever they want to. My stepdaddy told me the other day, I asked him for my paint gun. It's still in the box. They just gave it to me. I can't even get it. Never mind. But anyway, he gonna tell me I gave him something. But I don't even like this man. So I was like, okay. You know, I didn't get smart with him or nothing. I didn't call him a liar. I didn't say nothing. All I said was, I gave you something. I said, on what occasion? That's all I said. I said, oh, I gave you something on what occasion? Was it for your birthday? Christmas? This man gonna get mad, start screaming and hollering, talking about some crazy stuff. So I'm just like, but you said I gave it to you. So why would you be yelling at me instead of thanking me? Because it sounds like you got some animosity. For me to be giving you gifts, it seems like we should be best of friends. We should be on the same page. How are you yelling at me, mad at me because I gave you something? But really, because I caught you in a lie. Mm-hmm. But what really showed me that I shouldn't be down here living around my folks is on that same exact day, my mama took the phone while me and him was going back and forth and basically tell me, you weren't finna give me the stuff that I asked for, and hung up on me. You are my mother. You have known me longer than you'd have known this fool. Okay? I'm not saying you gotta take my side because of that, but I feel like you should at least respect me enough and talk to me with some respect and dignity because of that. If I'm your child, I'm not saying them telling me no was bad. What I'm saying is her exit could have been a lot cleaner and a very more nicer. You just hanging up on your child like that, and in the midst of me asking for help. And the things that I'm asking for, they don't even use it. My mama live in an apartment. She rents with her husband. What do you need a paint gun for? And we're not talking about one of the little paint guns, a little cute one like craft room. I had a big $500 that you had to hook up to an air compressor. Like a big one. I don't even know where it's at, but I eventually went and got it. But hear what I'm saying. Why are y'all disrespecting me if I gave you something. So not only did he yell at me and call me out my name, but then my mama followed up and hung up on me. And I gave y'all something? Like, you guys to be kidding me. And we're talking about something that costs $500 or more? Baby, I don't get pricey stuff like that. I don't get it to just anybody. No, baby, you got to be a best friend. You got to be a loved one. You got to be a ride or die for to get anything that costs over $500 from me and you don't owe me back. Girl, please. And then for the fact that then you're, in the midst of this, you're dogging me, talking crazy to me. Then, here's the ironic part. They tore it up. Yeah, I wish I could show it to y'all, but it's not. That's really off subject, but that's not the point. But I'm just saying, type of people I'm dealing with, and this just happened 2 months ago. I bought the paint gun a year ago when I lived in a whole nother city. See what I'm saying? They end up having it. It was still in the box. The box was all wet, balled up. It said it had plastic over. The plastic was kind of like, hanging off, ripped up in certain places. Only thing was holding that thing, the box and the plastic together was it had one of those, it was on the tip of my tongue. It had one of those scraps, those plastic little band scraps that hold things together. It had one of those on. That's the only reason it was together. So I ended up getting it back. Open the box. I'm like, well, at least they, they mess with it. Open the box, and as soon as I open the box fall apart because, like I said, the band was the only thing holding it together. So the box just peeling back. But all of the items is inside of a plastic bag. So I lift the plastic bag up. Everything looks okay. While I'm getting everything out the bag and the actual stand of the paint gun. So the paint gun I have is basically, it's the kind that you can put inside of a 5-gallon bucket. So it has a little stand that you can pull with that hooks up to the hose for the spray. The stand that it comes that hose it that you pull the paint around on, that's what's broke. They broke it. I never used it. Nobody didn't use it. They tore it up because I asked for it back, and you're not even using y'all hoarders. Why are you a hoarder? Why do that? I feel like that's greed. That's greed to the maximum gluteus. Because why do you want something that you don't even need or want, but you just don't want somebody else to have it? So of course, when I saw this, I'm like, no wonder y'all wasn't acting crazy when I got ready to get my stuff because you already did the damage. I still haven't used it. It's back there. I was going to use it because I had even went and got some paint from out the yard to just test it on. Didn't get to use it. I didn't get to use it. It's out there though. It's out there, child. But to be honest, when things get torn up, I just don't want it no more. I don't want. If I didn't buy it secondhand, I don't want to use it secondhand. Like I bought it brand new from Lowe's, no discount, pay cash, and you telling me a whole year later it's tore up and it was in my mother's care? I can't even let my mama hold my Social Security card. Like, she's not that mother. Like, no, let's not put the birth certificate underneath her bed, under her mattress, because who knows where it would end up at. It's just sad that I can't have a normal family. Just normal. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not mad about it because I feel like that's what makes my life so blessed. Because it's like, when you're dealing with people that are in your household and they already considered to be uneducated, it teaches you a certain type of patience. It teaches you a certain type of communication skills. I just feel like having a family like this is what have given me opportunity to open a lot of doors. Because a lot of people like the way that I speak to them. A lot of people like the way that I'm patient with a lot of ignorant stuff, or how I have, time to explain things to people who don't understand. I learned that by living around idiots all my life. So sometimes being raised in a dysfunctional family, it gives you career and professional courtesy to be more well-rounded, if you could say it like that. These are things that are not taught to you, but you just adapt to. So I'm not really mad about having uneducated, ignorant family members. It's just the fact that I just feel like I don't want to be around them no more. And I don't know who to call to get away from them, if that makes sense. Like, who do you call when you don't want your family around you? Like, I'm in such a odd weird situation. I don't even know what to call it. It's so like unpredictable. It's so unexpected. It's so fresh and new. It's like a brain freeze. It's like I see the problem, but it's just like I don't know how to go about it. So it's like, okay, I don't want to be around my family. How can you get rid of your family? And everywhere they go, they're using the family tie. They're using it against me. So it's like if I go somewhere right now and something happens, my mom can insert herself and be able to use that family tie and be like, well, I'm her mom. You can tell me all her information. You could tell me anything. That's my child. Like, she's taking advantage of the role of a mother, but to use it in a negative format. It's not to benefit me at all. Okay? And she has done it several times in different occasions where she's just trying to get in where she fit in. And it's not right, but how can I stop it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell random people, oh, no, I don't fool with them. Because they're like, is that not your mother? Well, yeah. And she brought you in this world? What I was told. Well, then, respect her. I'm like, okay. So I give her respect, but I just don't get the respect back. So now I got to a point where it's like I'm being really sarcastic. I'm being short with her. I'm being really disrespectful to her. And it's just like I'm not really being emotional about it, or I'm not really opening up about it, because it's just getting to a point where it's like, how in the hell was you able to do this? Other than there's no one down here, nothing down here to stop it. Because this place is so small, so outdated, so abandoned. You can do anything. And we only have one jail. There's only one jail on her side of Alabama, so it's overcrowded all the time. So that means a lot of criminals get away with murder. It's like they lock up the innocent people and they free the real criminals. And you just be looking like, this person would have been alive, or this person would have been heading off, still doing positive things, and y'all wouldn't release this person. Why did you even let them go? So it's so backwards down here. Innocent people go to jail. Criminals are put on probation or house arrest or freed. Lord Jesus. And it don't matter about your money. It's blood money. Our mascot is an elephant, and our color is blood. Greedy anybody? Is anybody greedy? Come on to Huntsville, Alabama. Our colors for Huntsville, Alabama is blood red, crimson tide, and white. How could I ever win against such a dominated bound of dummies? Like, how must I get through this? So apparently I made it through this far. Hi, how y'all doing? I'm still alive and well. Breakdance. But problem is, I'm not really getting far. I don't want to live down here no more. I've been feeling like this. Like I said, I done moved to Atlanta. I done moved to Tennessee. I done moved all over Alabama. I done lived in Montgomery, Birmingham, Florence, Somerville, a couple of places, Boaz. Like I done been all over Alabama. You feel what I'm saying? But I never lived up north. I never lived west. I never lived south. I just lived south. All I know is south. That's it. That's all I know. Now I don't mind being down here in the south because I just feel like I have been equipped and I'm prepared for the south. I feel like I can maneuver through the south. I feel comfortable in the south. However, there's no opportunities in the south. There's nothing down here, honey. Nothing down here. Like Adele said, did you ever get out of that town where they never ever did anything? No. How did you know? Nothing down here. Nothing. Nothing. I can't even think. I'm sitting here literally, as I'm saying nothing, I'm trying to think of something that we have down here. Like, we have the basics. Okay, so, and I'm just speaking on this Huntsville area. We know we have the basics. You know, we have hotels. You know, we have schools. They starting to build them bigger now because they was looking like the school on the little house on the prairie. You know, the little simple little building. We have churches. We have plenty of church. Oh, yeah. We got a lot of churches. We have a lot of abandoned buildings. Well, I'm really being serious. I'm trying to think of something that we have that's like a big thing. We really don't. All that we have down here is one theme park. Maybe two. We have two. We have Southern Adventures, which, I mean, anything after 22, it's really not much to do there. It consists of water rides. You know what I'm saying? And the water rides are pretty much 2 minutes. You know, they last 2 minutes. You got one cover fee. This is how you know that the building is small. Because, you know, I done been to adventure parks outside of Alabama. And usually you have 2 or 3 different cover fees. You have one cover fee. That's how small it is. You have one cover fee and you have probably like 3 different adventures you can go and do. But that's about it. It really don't serve food. They really don't have no drinks. They really don't have nothing. It's very small business. There's only one. And then we only have one skating ring. And I'm talking about Huntsville is a big city. Like, Huntsville has 250,000 people here. Yes. And I'm talking about for the whole area. I'm not talking about just my black neighborhoods. Black neighborhoods ain't got nothing but a liquor store. Black neighborhoods got a liquor store, a corner store, and exactly, and a title loan. That's what when you go to the black neighborhoods, you're gonna have a liquor store, a title loan, and you're gonna have you a liquor store and a corner store. No, I'm not talking about the black neighborhoods. I'm talking about the entire area. We have one skating ring. Now, one skating ring. It's $30 to get in there. And you only can skate for 4 hours for $30. And that's if it's not an event going on. If the event going on, it's more money than that. Like an all-night skate or something like that. Yeah. So, we have several movie theaters throughout. We have several movie theaters. They're pretty good because a lot of them now they have changed out the format where a lot of them are more comfortable. They have more of alcohol and food beverages on their menu, so that's good. They're more advanced. We have one Top Golf. We just got it. It just made it here. Okay, I haven't been yet, but it just arrived. You know, yeah. They just finished building it not too long ago. So we have one Top Golf that I'm dying to get to. I just want to go ahead and look at the layout. We have one Dave and Buster. I've been there. Like it. Nice layout. We have one Stars and Stripes. And I'm talking about for the entire community. I'm talking about for the entire Huntsville, Alabama area. We have one Dave and Buster. We used to have Golden Corral. They closed that down. What else? And we have a lot of development because we just added a new city. We have Madison. Madison is a new city they just developed. We just got it. We just got it. Give me time. They just got it. I don't even know what all they have down there. Only thing I have been to down there is the trash baseball field, Toyota Field. Our team is called Trash Pandas. Mm. That should tell you a lot. Okay. There also I've been down there because at Trash Panda they do the light show. I've been to Botanical Garden. We have only one Botanical Garden. Botanical Garden, you can go down there, you can see flowers, they have nurseries, they have lights. We only have one. In the entire Huntsville, Alabama, you only have one Botanical Garden. You can only go one place to see the Christmas lights or the showcase of lights because a lot of times they do different events, okay? I'm thinking. And I'm not even mentioning the stuff in Madison because I said only in Huntsville. Did I not? I said in Huntsville, this one city that we have about 200,000 people in, and we only have one everything. And sad to say, since we only have one location, our location don't never stay open long. I remember I said we had Golden Corral. We had Golden Corral for 1 year because the line was so long that it was wrapping around the building. They had to shut it down because we don't have nothing down here. So we abuse and tear up stuff so easily from just regular wear and tear. Like, we're not vandalizing the place. We're not putting, graffiti or nothing on there. Just, it's the wear and tear of the population versus the facility. We have one Jimmy Nick's. We have one Juicy Crab. We don't have nothing out here. And I wish I was exaggerating, but I'm not. We have one black cigar room. We have one green room, which is now called 47. Like, it's not a lot of places for the black communities, okay? And it's sad to say, a lot of these establishments that I'm speaking on, blacks and white have to use these. You see what I'm saying? So it's like we have to come together and get along in order to shop here or deal with this establishment. We could do that. I mean, we do that. There's no problem. The problem is, by it being such a large variety of people using one thing, it just don't stay long. So they just shut down Go to Corral not too long ago. We don't have one down here. But it was due to wear and tear, regular wear and tear. It wasn't nothing else that I know of. It's not a lot of stuff in Huntsville. It's really not. I think we have 2 Targets, 2 in the entire city. 2. We have 2 Targets. We have one that's on University, and then we have one in Carl Jones, which is more of the uppity, more rich community. Well, nothing down here, not as far as, like I said, landmarks, money coming in to bring tourists. See what I'm saying? Nothing that's going to make somebody say, ooh, let's stop by Alabama and go to Huntsville. They have nothing. You see what I'm saying? Nothing to draw money in, nothing to draw tourists in, nothing to give our city a fighting chance to grow, learn, and become a bigger location. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not like they're trying to build this city up either, because we just added Madison. So instead of taking that money and making Huntsville bigger, more of a profitable area, they decided just to add another city. And the other city, any city that has less than 2,000 people occupying it is considered a town. So if they keep on putting these little towns in between the cities, less likely we're going to expand and grow and become a bigger, more popular area that would bring in tourists. So I'm saying all of this to say, if we're not, as a community, trying to advance and grow, what's stopping them from hindering us and killing us off in this little area? You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're not trying to get on NFL team, if we're not trying to get carnivals or fairs or anything that's going to be popular, that's going to bring in people to our city so we can make more money, no. And we only do 1 year that I know of, only twice a year. We do food trucks. That bring in a lot of people. 5 times a year we do car shows. That bring a lot of people, but usually it's just surrounding cities, towns. These are not bringing people to advance and grow and build up our area. So all I'm saying is, if we're not trying to make this city bigger and better, why would I want to stay here and live if it's hindering me, and I have to be okay with it because it's a retiring state? And this state is not trying to accommodate me or my community. As African Americans, we literally have to party in woods. We're going to car shows, concerts, and all of this has to be done in the middle of a field? Like, come on. I'm tired of walking through fire ants. No establishment down here in Huntsville, Alabama for African American can you wear some heels. You know what my favorite shoe in Huntsville, Alabama is? Wedges. Just because I can walk in the grass without my heel going down the dirt or dirtying up my shoes to the point where I can't even wear them until I clean them off because dried up dirt is on there. Like, come on. I don't want to complain. I just want to address it. What am I doing here? I don't want to be down here. My family is not my family. I don't want to live here. What's going on in Huntsville, Alabama? Like, come on, give me a break. And all they're doing down here is constantly trying to minimize any type of production that's going to make our community function better. Come on, man. How we have, okay, in Huntsville, we have an HBCU. Okay, we have A&M. How we have a all black school college in our city, and we do not have one black person in a white collar job running nothing. Any establishment you go in, there is going to be a white boss. Not that they're racist or anything. It's just the way that it is permitted. That's the way that it has been since the beginning of time. That's how it's always going to be. We are still down in the dirty South. So you can go to college and get a full degree. And these companies still want you to start at the bottom in the mail room. Please tell me you're lying. Please tell me you're kidding me. But they are. So that's another thing you have to consider. If you want to transfer and move in Huntsville, Alabama and work a job, you will not be promoted. Whatever job you get hired in, you're going to stay in that position. They're just going to give you either a quarterly or a probation period raise, and it'll be based off your production or your conduct. So if you're African American, whatever position you apply for and get hired for, that's where you would that's where you retire in Huntsville, Alabama. I'm just being real. You will not move up no ladder. I don't know why they have to talking about all of this boomers ceiling and all of that. It's not happening in Alabama. In Alabama, you will always have a white boss. You would never have a black boss. And if you have a black boss, the mug is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs because it went straight to their head, and they're not even the boss. They're just the one that's left in charge. That's the sad part. So, the good part is, I'm getting there. Hold on. Let me think. Okay. The good part is, we have clean streets. We have a lot of homeless people, but we don't have a lot of trash on our roads. We don't have a lot of graffiti or vandalism or anything like that. We have a lot of abandoned buildings, but the windows ain't busted out or anything like that. Majority of our restaurants sell soul food, and it tastes pretty good. So majority of our cooks are black. Mm, yeah, that's the good part about being down here. Mm, yeah, it's pretty clean down here. Mm. So the aesthetics looks good if that's just sacrifice of it being ran completely nonchalant. That's the good part. It looks nice to. It looks decent to the eye. You know what I'm saying? Look decent. The city look pretty decent to the eye. It don't look alarming or dangerous or anything like that. Um, but that can fool you. That definitely can fool you. Um, Down here in Alabama, we don't have a high crime rate. Um, but that's just because we have a lot of we have a lot of failures down here. It seems as if they can't accomplish nothing, not even committing a proper crime. No, but serious, like our crime rate is very low. But it's really due to the fact that people down here are just not. They're not straight to your face. Like they ruthless. They cutthroat, but they more of the sneaky stab you in the back type of. You know what I'm saying? Like none of them have the balls to come and say it to your face, basically. So you don't have to worry about anyone down here approaching you to attack you or make you feel any type of way. A lot of them would rather jump you. You'll get jumped down here. Um, you'll be manipulated or lied to before you're just downright just confronting somebody have the balls to just say it to your face. They don't nah, ain't no real thugs down here. They're not rough and tough down here. So that's a good thing. You don't have really no real ghetto people, if that makes sense. Like we're ghetto, but it's like a mediocre. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't Huntsville just don't have it like that. Like you're not gonna see a lot of colorful hair. It's like the whole state pretty much banned that. You're not gonna see a lot of people in Huntsville. I mean, in Huntsville, you're not gonna see a lot of people that has that aesthetic of the colorful hair, the colorful clothes, the gold teeth, the most we have down here. You might see they let us ride the cars with the rims, but if you're dressed a certain way, I'm sad to say, but they're just gonna treat you a certain way. And a lot of the people who dress like that, the police will arrest you for prostitution, and you could have your husband standing beside you and be walking into a fine dining restaurant, and they arrest you because they're kind of like they're forcing us to be brainwashed to do what they want us to do. And really, like I said, down here in Huntsville, seeing that it's so small and it's not a lot down here, they just abuse their privileges by throwing us in jail to stop a certain behavior. So that's why it's so clean, because they throw you in jail for littering. They would throw you, baby, real quick. They throw you in jail for littering. They just have a lot of excessive rules in Alabama, but like I said, a lot of it's just abusing their power. That's it. That's it. So, you know, each to his own. I don't mind being in Huntsville because, like I said, I was born here, so I'm already programmed to the program. You get what I'm saying? So it's not, to me, it's not a big deal. But somebody coming from a bigger city, a more productive and organized type of environment, this is not the place to come to, honey. This is not it. No, this is not it. They'll bore you to death. You don't want that. But for me, I'm more chill, laid back, because this is how I was raised. This is where I grew up in. So I have adapted to being in a retirement state. So much so that I built my life based off of my retirement, because I knew that I was going to retire down here. I wasn't going nowhere. Um, so that brings me, all of that was said, because that brings me to give you a little background of the area we in. That brings you to the way my parents and my family was raised, because they was brought up in a little area that was a little more tough. So imagine what I just told you. Nothing out here. They was raised in that, but then imagine that they actually was dealing with racism. You know what I'm saying? So my family is definitely strict. They definitely don't play by the, whatever. However, they also are very, very lost. They don't have no religion or tradition that keeps them grounded. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're strict, but for what reason? You're strict because you're just doing what these white people did to you. You're strict because it's off of trauma instead of actual learned behavior. So, that was summed up to say that's why I feel like they turn to voodoo. If that makes sense. Like, that gives them the reason to believe that it's okay to take this voodoo and manipulate and get their way, because they look at from a point of view of where they was limited to resources and things, and that's what they resorted to, I guess. I don't know. Listen to me talking about stuff like I was here. I wasn't even born back when that stuff happened. But to me, I feel like that might explain why they started with this religion of witchcraft, but it does not explain why they chose to try to use it against me. You see what I'm saying? Unless it's my grandma, who's probably it is, who feel like she don't want me to go out here and work with the white people or do like, oh my Lord. With her upbringing with my grandma, her belief would be, don't allow me to go and get a white collar, blue collar job, because you already know who's going to be over it. And you already know that you're not going to get appreciated. If anything, you lose value. That's the only thing I can think of a reason why they want to sabotage their own family member life. Why? Like, goodness gracious. I don't know. I don't know. I just want to get away from here. I done left Huntsville several times and I always come back. Yeah, I always come back. I done literally packed up and lived in different areas. And came back here. Came right back. Why? Why when I wouldn't have. Hear how ironic it is. Why would I pack up to leave to come back when I didn't pack up to go on vacation or to go for a specific task? I packed up to go and start a new life. Why would I come back? Like, come on. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't come back. I wouldn't. If I was homeless, I would accept being homeless in another city. Like, come on, no. Now, what I will not do, what I will not do at all is I would not run away from my problems now. I ain't never scared, honey. We're not doing that. Now, what I wouldn't do is I wouldn't just get up and just leave because, da-da-da. Nah, but we ain't finna do no missing report. No, I need all my T's. The slice, I need them crossed, okay? I need all my I's. I need a dot there because I need them dotted, okay? I'm not just going to pack up and just run off. Ain't nobody finna scare me from my home. You got me jacked up, baby. They better get ready. However, I will get up, prepare for a departure that I know for a fact that will lead me somewhere that is more of a better fit for me. I just don't feel like there's nothing left for me to do. That I did everything. I'd have been to every concert. I'd have been, like in my time, in my 20s and 30s, I didn't have this issue because I didn't have my family. These people was not around me in my 20s and 30s. No, they wasn't. In my 20s and 30s, I was like, hey, I'm having so much fun because I didn't have strict parents in my 20s and 30s. Okay? Fun fact, my dad ended up going to prison in my teens. So when it came around to my 20s and 30s, my mom and my dad wasn't in the picture. I actually was able to breathe and make decisions for myself, okay? Which was good seeing that all of my criminal record is before I was 21. I have not been in any major trouble after age 21. All of my felonies are before I even turned 18. Before I even turned 18, to be honest. Straight up, straight to God. Before I turned 18, all my felonies. After 21, I have not been in any serious, but I still say I am still a criminal due to the fact because I'm still in the same environment that I was allowed to be a criminal in. Yeah, I came right back to the same environment, which is why I didn't want to live here because this is not the environment I need to be in if I'm no longer a criminal. And then I just say that I'm no longer a criminal if I have not had any run-ins with the police before I was 21. Hi, y'all new here. I'm gonna be 40. Hi, how are you doing? Yes. And I'm actually excited about it. Yeah, because I'm just like, I think this would be the first time. 40s, only thing I feel like 40s are for is for people to stop saying you look 21. Yeah. Because I swear to God, throughout my whole 20s and 30s, people always said I look like a kid. Yeah, they said I look like a kid. I feel like 40s is like, it's just a wake-up call to realize nobody else is going to mistake you for to be 21 and younger no more. That's all it's for. You're still going to look good. You're still going to flex. You still got the same energy. Just take naps. But you're still on the same path. You're still in your right mind. Only difference is now your posture and your demeanor is more demure. Okay, it's like people can see that you have grown into an elegant type of statue. So you're no longer going to be mistaken for a child when you hit 40. That's the only thing I feel like. But don't ask me. I just made it here. Let me get in here and get fresh with it. Let me get fresh with it first, and then I'll give y'all an update. But that's how I feel. I feel like 40s is just, it gives that mature, like, grown woman thing. So it's just like, once you turn 40, it just makes people realize, oh, she's not a kid. She's not a child. You still get probably ID'd, but it's definitely not giving 21 like you just fell off the bandwagon and you're still smelling yourself, or you're still out here trying to figure yourself out, or you're trying to get a feel for things, or you're still learning yourself. Now, 40 is like, oh, I definitely know who I am. Now, who are you? You got that confidence. That's all I feel like 40 gives you. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel the back pains and the knees aching yet. Like I said, I just got here. I just made this at 40. But I just feel like since I've become and getting my mind to wrap around that, oh, I'm leaving my 30s, I just feel like I have more of a confidence. It's like I have this like boost of confidence that's like, I'm wrong. Due to the fact that I was always told, stay out of grown folks' business. And so now I'm 40, got a little hair on my chest. Now I'm talking back to my grandma, mama, and everything. I'm like, I'm grown now. Just because that confidence that came in, that I know who I am. I know what my career is. I don't feel like I'm no longer being pushed around. I don't feel like people are putting their expectations off on me. I don't feel like I'm being demanded to grow up. I don't feel like I'm being pressured to feel like I should be already doing something that other people my age are doing. I don't, at 40, all of that goes out the window. You only have that confidence that you now know what you're doing because you have been doing it for so long, or you've been in this mode for a while, you know? That's what I feel like. Tell somebody else. I don't care. Argue with your mama. Don't argue with me. I'm confident that nobody is going to mistake me for a child because I carry myself like I know what I'm doing. Which brings me back to my main conversation. So why would I need my mama to rescue me? Rescue me. No, never did. I don't. I really don't. I don't ask that lady for nothing. Like I said, I just try to respect her. I do say yes ma'am, no ma'am to her, my grandma, and my family members. But I'm a Scorpio. So I also tell them how I feel. Yeah, I don't need to go therapy to talk about them. And I always tell them, "Oh, baby, I just didn't want to talk behind your back. I wanted to say it to your face, just so I could see how you look, and you're looking like you're lost." Yeah. So I do um, tell them how I feel, and I let them know. And at this point, they know I do not want to be here, and they know that if I leave, I would not come back. So they better hold on to the image of me sitting out here as long as they can. Mind you, I'm in a camper. And let me just clarify, when you're living in a camper, family gatherings is a little more harder to host. Bonding time is kind of a little more hard to invent or to incorporate. Seeing that y'all not out here trying to build and replace the bond and the mistakes we did in the past. Now, I would have loved to come over here if we was healing each other from past trauma that led us to not be a family. And then we work on being a family and we're bonding and we become one and we get past the past and we forgive but don't forget. But we're just saying that my mama brought me over here to my grandma's house. And she brought me over here by lying to me. Don't worry, I'm definitely going to do a series about my mama being a narcissist. I have so many stories. But God say she's my mama. That means throughout the years, every year, I could just tack on probably about maybe 20 stories just in 1 year of things she have done. She done left me in stores. She done dropped me off at people's houses. She done stole my money. She done pawned my jewelry. She done took my car and gave it to a man that she was sleeping with. She done had a man she was sleeping with that was younger than me and had him to come and ask me if they could move in. Girl, I got so many stories. Girl, baby, they better not listen. Woo, child. I have so many stories of things that this narcissist mother of mine have done to me. I digress, though. Now, with that being said, I don't mind getting feisty with neither one of them. Just because they're my family does not mean I would not put this size 11 up in their rear end. That big foot was not given to me and blessed to me for no reason, honey. Okay? I'm stepping tall around here at my little 5'6" height. But I don't care. 5'6" with 11, that don't even make sense. So these feet was given to me as a blessing. That's a talent that I have that I just got to make sure I master. Because somebody going to feel these. Okay? However, I do want to live a peaceful life. Okay? So I do want it done in a respectful way when I remove myself from here. I do not want to have to cause no drama, no confusion, none of that. I want to remove myself from this situation, nice, quiet, and respectful, without any commotion. That's all I want to do. But, however, therefore, since, whatever word you want to put in there, the conjunction can be whatever your function is, it has to be done. I have to leave from here. That's all that matters. I have to go. Okay? I have to leave from here. That's the only thing that matters. That's all I care about anyway. Now, in order to do that, it's going to be a lot harder than I can imagine. I don't know. In the past, I was able to leave here due to them wanting money. Oh, I already know how I'm going to leave. Same thing. It's getting close to them holidays. I'll be gone, but I promise you I'm not coming back over here. I promise you. I promise you I'm not coming back over here. I don't want to live down here no more. I love my family from a distance. They can FaceTime me. I'm an apple down to true to heart lover. They can FaceTime me. They can love me from a distance. So every time my mom has put me in a situation that's similar to this, I always get out of it because I have to go get a job. And I usually have to go get a job because they're asking for money. My mom is bad with paying her bills, and I don't mind telling you this because a lot of people have this issue. It's an actual disorder for people to think that it's okay to pay their bills late and lose money that they could possibly would have made their life or their week or their day better. She is one of them. She has a disorder because she's been doing it for too long. She's too grown to still be doing it. So I feel like it's a disorder. She can't pay her bills on time. For the love of God, this woman cannot pay her bills on time. And I just be like, breathe with me. Now tell me how you got paid on the 26th and you knew your bill was due on the 4th. Now what happened? You knew this bill gonna come. Now, before you answer that, was you allowed to pay that bill early? Like, couldn't you have paid that bill before that day came? Right. So why did you not? Oh, you thought some money was gonna magically fall from the sky so that you would have it for your bills? Wouldn't it have been smarter to pay your bills and then pray for magical money to fall from the sky to go and throw away? That woman can't pay a bill on time for nothing in the world. Then every year, after she get her taxes, she always want to fix her credit. Girl, stop wasting your money. You don't want to fix your credit. You got to go pay them bills. That's what you know. And now, she knows she got to go pay them bills, and then she want to act like, oh, I got to fix my credit. Then you ain't finna go fix no credit. Go pay them folks so they'll let you keep the little junk that you accumulated on this earth. Stop playing. Go on somewhere, girl. So usually the holidays coming up. My birthday is in October. Okay, I've never celebrated my birthday. Never. They have never bought me nothing for my birthday. They have never told me. Well, they didn't told me happy birthday before. They've told me happy birthday before, and I want to say one year, my mama gave me $100. She gave me $100, but here's the catch. She gave me $100 to buy some groceries. So they was given to me in food stamps. Tell me you from the ghetto without telling me you from the ghetto. My mama gave me EBT for my birthday. Get yeah, y'all cannot be more ghetto than me. I out ghetto all of y'all because you don't know nothing about that. Okay? Yes, I'm from the trenches. Give me some respect because you couldn't even survive the life I live. Anywho, 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, she gave me $100 in EBT for my birthday. That's the only thing that woman has ever given me for my birthday. So you already know I had to spend that before she took it back. Yes, she has done that. My grandma, my family members, nobody has ever bought me nothing for my birthday. I done bought all of them stuff. I bought them stuff. I used to go around and hand out Christmas gifts like I was Santa Claus. I used to make sure, like I used to drive around, make rounds, and give them money and gifts and stuff like that. Especially when they open up Dollar Tree. Oh, honey. I was having a blast, baby. I'm coming in there with a big old bag, baby. Come on, y'all. I had gifts for everybody. All right? And I never had nobody complain. Okay? But when they got the gift, they knew where it's from. Who got me from Dollar Tree? It was the thought that count. You don't want to give it back. Put it back in the bag. It's some children out here with oh, well, I thought so. Okay, then. Don't act like you ain't from the ghetto. You don't want no gift from Dollar Tree. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. I used to go around giving these people gifts for birthdays and Christmases. I wish people could love me the way I love them. Can somebody please just, like, copy me? Like, I don't mind. I'll be a trendsetter. I'll teach you how to love. Like, give me the energy I give you. Let me set the trend and you just follow it. Like, how hard can it be? Like, nobody don't never want to reciprocate the same type of energy somebody gives them, give it back. Like, what is not functioning? Hey. So I've never been able to celebrate my birthday. I've never had a party at no club. I've never had no actual, like, party, like, at the house or in the park or Chuck E. Cheese. I never had a party at Chuck E. Cheese. Never had a birthday party. Never celebrated my birthday. Not because I don't want to, just because I'm usually over here with my family stuck. Can't go nowhere. Can't see my friends. My phone is off. The internet off. I'm not working. at this point, I don't even want to celebrate my birthday. Like, what the hell am I gonna do for it? Everything gotta be for free. Just go around and collect all the free stuff all these companies give you for your birthday? No, thank you. I mean, that's cute and all, but I don't want that. Not for my entire celebration of my life. Like, I digress. But my birthday coming up. So typically, somewhere around that would lead to me going to get a job. But after that, then here comes the holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas. So usually I have a job, but it's only for backup for them, so that if they need to borrow some money, they can come and get it from me. Because, oh, she ain't got nothing to do. My family feels like I am irrelevant because I don't have a husband and a whole bunch of bills and a whole bunch of kids. So they are under the pressure. My grandma said it the other day to me. Like, basically, they asking me, like, what you need money for? Like, can I just not walk around and pretend like I'm balling like everybody else? Like, I want to go and buy some fake-ass jewelry and shoes, too. Like, can I not pretend that I got it good, too? I want to fake it till I make it. Sheesh. Like, they acting as if because I don't have no responsibilities, I don't need no money. So, only reason I can go get a job if it's because they can borrow it. Because they need money. And all of them on government assistance. What the hell you need money for? You already get a check every month? Now you just being greedy. That's how my family treat me. My family treat me like, because my daughter is grown. My daughter just turned 24. Okay? She's grown. I have only one child. I've never been married. They feel as if I don't need no money. What am I spending on? Ain't no need to let me go out here and have extra money so I can do stupid stuff or have fun. Knowing that the state don't let you have fun. So is my family trying to protect me from getting in trouble? Because they should have did that a couple of years ago, but I'm already a criminal. What am I walking around telling folks I'm a criminal for if I'm no longer a criminal? Like, I'm confused. Where was y'all at when I was getting in trouble? Isn't that the time when I was a kid, naive, not knowing no better, didn't know the laws, didn't know where I was at, for you to be strict and tell me not to get in trouble? Why would you wait till after I become a criminal and now you want me to sit down and don't act like I... No, because I can leave this state and go have fun. That's what the moolah is for, honey. Like, come on. So, this is why I say I feel like my family is trying to hold me back. And regardless, they think that they're bettering me, benefiting, or don't care. It's not right. It's just not right. Just not right. You can't stop me from living my life because you feel like I didn't go out here and do what y'all did. And to be honest, I could have got married. I just don't want to lose her as a husband. Is there anything wrong with that? Like, I don't want to be out here cheering on some man that's dogging me out. And I'm just like, yeah. And I give him a treat every night. Like, what? I don't want that, no. Eve rapped about a song that said, you don't let no man disrespect you like that. And my family loves sorry men. So are they mad at me because I didn't go out here and just get with any man that liked me? Ew. No. I don't care about no man liking me. First of all of them like me. Duh. Like, come on now. What man I've ever met that came up and walked up to me, a complete stranger, and say, you a woman? I hate women. No! Even gay men have female friends. I have gay friends. Like, no, I've never had no man come up to me that didn't know me and just be like, I pass on you. Like, no. So why? Why would I, like, make it make sense? Why would I be so excited because a man is interested in me? Well, all of them are. Let's just be honest. All of them are. They wouldn't even stop and waste their time with you if they were interested. Every last man you ever meet would be interested in you. They're just nature. That does not impress me. Thank you for telling me that I'm cute, I'm beautiful. That does not interest me. Okay? Like, let's be so for real. No, no. I don't want nobody sitting around and telling me I'm pretty. That is not making me happy. That's not gonna make me happy. Thank you. I mean, I appreciate it. I'm flattered, but that's not it. That's not what you're supposed to get in a relationship for. Because a man think you cute, pretty, and if you out here dating a man because he think you cute or pretty, red flag. You're already starting off wrong. Somebody need to teach you. And that can't be me because I got my own problems. But I got 99 problems and a man ain't one. I just want to mention that. 99 problems and a bitch ain't one. Anybody here? My problems are invisible to me. That's how good my problems are. I can't even see my problems. And the problems that I do see, they wouldn't even dare. Child, please. Lord Jesus. I digress. My problems are a little bit bigger than I can see. Let's just say it like that. I don't have nothing in front of me that is a problem. There's no one disrespecting me in public or behind my back. Family members or a man. That's not my problem, okay? I have 99 problems and these problems are not my problem, okay? I have no problem of going out here and dating a man and letting him see what a relationship consists of. And it ain't him sitting around telling me I'm pretty. Thank you. I'm flattered. That's not it. However, there are women out here that as soon as the man tell them pretty, they ready to jump in bed with them and pretend like that's all you need to live life. That was a missing piece of the puzzle. Like, that was it. Now you can go out here and you can conquer the world because somebody think you pretty. I need a little more than that. I need a lot more than that, okay? Like, I'm definitely not someone for that, okay? I'm just saying. I'm definitely picking people that vibe with me in my price bracket. I want my man to make more money than me. But that's still my price bracket because I know that these prices is affordable for him to take care of me. Okay? I'm making sure that my man thinks I'm his best friend. He thinks the world of me. I always want my man to love me more than I love him. Don't never go out here and date a man to do not value you. Ever. He's your friend. He's not a man. Y'all need to figure out the difference between a lover, a husband, and a friend. Your friend can think you're pretty and cute all the time. Actually, you want your friend to tell you you're cute and pretty all the time because 9 times out of 10, they're going to be the one who boosts your head up to go out here and take a chance at life. Okay? That's why they're your friend because they know you and they can encourage you to do better. That's why you're a friend. Stop sleeping with your friend, honey. Because that's all he was a friend. Now you just ruined the friendship. Now, as far as a husband, you want your husband to value up here. Because he value right here, he don't mind spending you right here. As long as he's spending for you more than what you can provide for yourself, he is a benefit because you're not a loser. You can always bounce back. You want your husband to love you up here, even though you love him down here. Because you want to be able to learn his love language so that you can value him and love him up here. It's a growing process, okay? You want to grow with your man, but your man supposed to already know he loves you. That way you don't have to tell him or teach him how to love you. He already came with it. If your man don't have nothing to offer you other than to value the ground you worship, he's your husband, okay? That way, when you grow with him, you'll make sure he makes the amount of money that you can afford. I have dated men that did not have a job or didn't have money. It happens. It happens. Everybody is not rich. And the blessing in this is because when they had a job, they was in my price range. They was in my budget. They made more than me. Okay? They just having a hard time. These men was easy to train. Okay? They let me train them because they was going through a hard time, and I trained them to go back out there because I filled out their applications for them and submitted their resume. They was trained to go back out there and to not lose their job no more so that I would stay. Because I don't want to have to break up with you because we can't live in a box on the side of the road. So I valued them, but I also made sure that they was in a restricted limit of understanding what that value means. Okay? You always want him to worship your ground that you walk on. And then you train him to grow so that you can love him because you already know that he would not never turn his back on you and he wouldn't let nothing happen to you. Okay? So that means when he get the money, he's not going to run off and spend it on another dummy. Okay? That's how you supposed to do. Now, when it comes to a lover, yes, the man that you just want to play around with, you want to experiment, you just want to learn from. The lover has to be someone that is nice and clean and beneficial. You don't want to be sleeping with people just for fun or free. It's not a sport. Okay? It's not a sport. You don't sleep with people until you make it to the pros. Once you sleep with them, you're a hoe. Okay? Not a pro, but a hoe. Okay? You don't want to sleep with a man if you're trying to go to the pros. Okay? So if he is someone that you just want to experiment with, make sure that you understand that he can benefit because you're going to benefit. So if he's benefiting from having you to have fun with, enjoy that. Love that. But as well, you should be benefiting too because your love language is not always touching. Sometimes it's spending. Okay, that's a 3 difference. My mama don't know that. Her husband is horrible. He's a shithead. And he don't have no kids. And he told all 4 of her kids that we was not her children. Why would a mother pick a man like that to be her husband? This man do not want us to come to the house. This man, he don't want us to do nothing with him. If he have a party get together at my mama house, if he have something going on in her house and we come over there, he invites his friends and then he'll leave and we come over there. Or he'll tell us we can't come in. It's his house. Everything is in my mama's name. She had it before she married him. He would shut the door and lock the door on us and leave us outside if we come over there because it's his house. Why would you marry somebody like that? Why would you even, and knowing you have kids, why would you even pick somebody with that mindset? It didn't matter if he had kids or not. It's just the fact that you didn't have no children of your own. Why not take in the woman you love children? You ain't got to adopt us. We're grown, but you can respect us. He told all of us we weren't his kids. Why would you marry this man? Yeah, please. Some people don't know the difference. When you meet a man, they're all great. For the first probably 3 months. Wonderful. After that, categorize them. Don't sleep with them. Put them in their place because you're not making any sense. You're putting yourself in a situation that is not going to make you happy. Why would you do that? So that means my mama must be happy with having a man that didn't want to have no kids so that she, you see what I'm saying? Because she's always been irresponsible and she's never been a full-time mother. My mama has never taken us to no park, no playground. Like I said, I never had a party at Chuck E. Cheese. I don't have no pictures from Chuck E. Cheese or anything like that. I don't have no birthday cards. I don't have none of that. No, nothing with me at a party, period. So if she chose a man with no kids that didn't want any kids and don't accept her kids, what that say about my mama? And when I come to her and I tell her, I said, that says a lot about you. You picked this loser to be your chauffeur, your right hand man. You know what she told me? We're grown. Y'all grown. Any of us will hurt less. What about when we wasn't wrong? I thought you were gonna make up for old times. You was pathetic and neglectful in the past. So why would you be neglectful in the future? Stop standing outside my camper listening. Your nosy ass. Out there, I almost fell on their face. They tripped on something out there. I got my slinky out there, my shit slinky. They tripped over it. Outside of my camper listening to me. Go read a book. Go read a book! 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, and you up here worried about what I'm talking about. Go read a book. Go get hooked on phonics. That world. And they woke me up. I was in here asleep. They woke me up. And now they stand out 5 o'clock in the morning. You stand outside of my camp and worry about. It ain't even the point that you're coming outside. It's the point that you worry about me. And then you worry about somebody that, quote unquote, lives in a camper in the backyard or the grove. What could I possibly say that was so important to you if I wasn't talking to you directly? I didn't call your name, and I damn sure didn't ask you to come back here. Nosy. Get away from my goddamn camper. Right now! If I come out there and slap taste out your mouth. Just nosy. I say it to your face. I don't like y'all. I ain't gotta fake it to make it. Hold on, because they don't piss me off. I ain't got time. What the fuck they think they is? Standing outside my goddamn campus. Maybe I ain't talking to you. If I was talking to you, I would have called you over here. Your ugly ass wouldn't even came. Yep. They was. I see the tail lights. See the tail lights. They done left off for now. I see the tail lights. Ain't that some dirty low there or something? Whew. Come on now. Feet don't fail me now. Anyhow, back to what I was saying. They know I don't play. They know I don't play. Don't make me mad now. I'm telling you, not make me mad. Good Lord Jesus. And mental health, talking about something, I don't need no medication. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Baby, something got to be wrong with me because sometimes I be feeling like hurting somebody. Ain't that like a dysfunction or something? Because I need to complain. Because I don't want medication though. I want a crazy chick. Or house me or something. I don't know what I want. That's why I'm mentally incapable to understand why people just want to bother folks. Leave people alone. How the heck you out here trying to find an enemy when you can't find a job? Come on now. Like, quit playing with me. I'm coming out here trying to listen to what I'm talking about. Calm down. Lord Jesus. Let's not talk about it. I get all upset. Anyway, back to these women in my family choosing sorry ass men. And then got a nerve to be over here trying to milk me. And y'all let these men run circles around your head. Live in your house for free. Don't pay no bills. Don't buy you none. Don't take you nowhere. Won't even fix no food for you. So what did you like about them? I just need to know. What did you like about them? Good. Oh, Lord. Ain't no telling. Y'all don't care. I don't understand my child. Y'all don't be around these men long enough. Y'all don't need to treat these men like a test trial. Like, come on now. For longer than 14 days. Y'all need to get to know these men so y'all can know their triggers. You can know their mistakes. You can know their past. Like, when I date a man, I want to know who was your exes. Like, I be trying to get too much information. I know men be looking like, Dad, do all this just to what? Lay with me? Be with me? Spend a whole life with me? It depends on you. Let's see. What? Let me know. So I got to know people. I don't like to just meet people and then just like, no. Like, no. Y'all ain't spending enough time with these people before you trade and slob and souls out here. And that's crazy. Why are you laying with this man and you don't even know him? Oh, Jesus. And here I am finding out about witchcraft and voodoo. I'm so happy that I've never did a one night stay. Like, what if these men was doing stuff to us? And we bleed naturally. And this man get our blood and pour it in some stuff and shake it up and here we is walking around crazy. I like him. He good to me. You know what I'm saying? I can't get enough of him, girl. He just be out there building. He be there all the time. That's how right there. Like, y'all don't even know what's wrong with you. And y'all swapping slobs with these just anybody. Like, I just can't do it, y'all. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. I can't. I'm sorry. I am dysfunctioning as soon as I see that this is not going to work out. I can't fake it to make it. I can't fake it on an orgasm. I can't fake it like I like you if I don't like you. And I sure can't fake it if I want to be in a full commitment with somebody that I can't stay, like I can't do it. If I get to know you and we fall out, I'll be more of the person to apologize because I know you. But if I don't know you and we fall out, baby, I ain't got to never see you a day in my life. Listen, we ain't got to never cross paths. So it's best that you get to know me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll cut you off before you cut me off just for the simple fact because I'm just that type of person. And I'll say I'm more critiqued. It's not that I'm strict. It's just certain things that I'm used to or I would do. And if you're doing something different, I'm cool with it. I'd be like, oh, teach me that. I ain't never seen that. But if it comes to a point where you cannot coordinate with me and we can't communicate and you can't teach me and you can't grow with me or you don't want to show me, like, what I got you for? What I like about you. Start thinking about what you like about that. Like, really like, take the looks away. Take the looks away. Take that away. And tell me what you like about them. Like something else about them other than features. And you're like, come on, man. I like an iPhone, but that ain't the reason. The way it looks is not the only reason I bought it. I liked it because it had the cameras. It had storage. There was features on there that, like Apple Pay, that other phones didn't have. I like the fact that it had SOS. It was it tracked your phone when you lost it. It was other qualities about it that made me like it. That's all I'm saying. It wasn't just because of the way it looked. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way it looked got my attention to ask more questions. It drew me in to find out more and get to know it. But that's not the only reason I got the iPhone. Because it was fine or pretty or cute. Ooh, I had to get that phone. That phone was so nice. And then you get it. You don't know how to work it. You don't know what all it offers. And then the next thing you know, it's broke. You break the phone. And you weren't even using it to its full potential. You cheated yourself because you still got to pay for it. Like, come on. Let's do better. Let's do better. No, I can't. I just can't be with just anybody. I'm sorry. Life ain't that hard. Life just like, child, please. Put me in mental health. If life get that hard, put me in a white jacket. Don't put me in a padded room. If life that hard that I gotta go out here and just be with anybody and put up with just any old thing and just do whatever. Oh no. Miss me with that trap. Miss me with that trap. No, I don't want it. I don't want it. And then so this is my flaws. I'm already somebody. I feel like I'm affectionate, you know. I don't mind a little public display or a little public, you know, affection. But I don't like germs. So I'm not a type of person that just like kissy kissy or just want to jump in and just hold hands and be all in somebody's face and coughing and slobbing. And like, I'm just not. Like, I'll give you a hug real quick. Oh, how you doing? You want a hug? Sure. Come in. I'm cool with that. I'm a germaphobe. Like, I don't, no. No. I just can't do it. I do not like